Hello, and welcome back to the halfway stage of this tournament. And I'd say one of the heroes of the hour, and I know someone with a great deal of fans out there. Well done.
Thank you.
Done.
Yeah, no, I didn't know where.
It was it seemed like a good game. I mean, interesting at parts. I mean, there was some sort of strange little moves being played. H4, I thought was really cool. Obviously,
for you, Simon, for you.
Very kind of you.
No, it was actually not everyone's taste. Queens off, end game, but it was pretty tense actually.
Yeah, there seemed to be a lot of stuff boiling under the surface. Maybe.
Yes, because it all exploded, and really the game concluded way faster than I expected.
Sure. So let's have a look at some critical moments. And the first thing I should mention is, I play the Dutch defence, and I've never encountered this H4 move, Harry 4. So what was the inspiration? Why?
Well, Simon, I've actually played this quite a few times, so
okay.
You'll have quite a few H-pawn games of mine to enjoy. But whether I play Knight C3 on move 3, and then after G6, of course, H4 is definitely a line that we know.
This one is very dangerous with the idea of doing stuff like this, so something, we can show this very quickly.
This is a bit too much fun,
This is just far, far too much
It's an enjoyable position. So it's basically the same idea, except it really discourages those players who like to play the G6 Dutch.
Yep.
So just playing it right away kind of makes them play E6.
Yeah, which happened,
And as soon as I see that, I play G3 just because I'm sort of expecting Bishop B7, so I'm trying to get there first.
Stop this one coming here,
Yeah.
So it's an interesting little idea. So, I mean, I've never seen it, And,
I don't think it's super theoretical or highly effective, but just a bit offbeat and
just get a position.
Just get a position, yeah.
Cool. So, shall we fast forward a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, the opening wasn't too interesting, but I think maybe around Knight G4.
Sure. So we get to tell me when to stop.
So a few more moves. And
here,
and here we've traded a bunch of pieces, and he plays this move Knight G4, which is actually quite a good move, because I never really want to take that. Knight on G4 always allows him to use the F file, and light squared bishop, which is always a problem, suddenly comes to life.
Okay.
And what I really want to play is actually bishop takes E7 and F4, and this nice Knight G4 move has Knight E3, so it's not possible.
Right.
So otherwise, if I could play F4, stick that knight on E5, I'd be incredibly happy, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So I thought that was a clever little move there. And after Knight G4, I decided to play what I think was maybe one of the only or best moves, Queen D2.
Yeah.
And now, of course, I'm just threatening Bishop E7 and F4, like we just talked about. So pretty simple. And now he just traded the knights off and played this move A5, and I was saying, I think my friend told me after the game that I was maybe slightly better the whole time, but Erwin and I both had the opinion that he was slightly better the entire game.
Oh, really? Okay. It's quite interesting. So
and he was playing much faster, more confidently, and I was really thinking, make sure let's not lose this.
Sure.
And I know that I've got all those nice dark squares and everything, but that A pawn comes down the board. He's got the 4-on-2 possibility in the future. I was actually a bit worried, but the more I got into the game, I was like, what am I worrying about? Yeah, what am I doing?
Just chill,
Just relax.
You need the sunglasses and a beer.
Exactly. Should have been like that during the game.
So
you can borrow.
Thank you. I'm usually like that after the game, but I have to try it during.
We were saying, apparently you might have gone out last night. Is that true? Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? So,
I tested out, the Iceland nightlife.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm going to buy any drinks in a club again. It'd be like $25 for a shot, or
$25 for
just
a shot.
Bit much, Simon. Bit much.
That's too much, man. So I mean, dear. It's I remember going to Norway.
Hurts the wallet a bit.
Yeah, definitely. You need to win some serious. Yeah. You need to win some serious prize money.
Yeah, exactly.
To afford that, but
just to pay it back.
So was it a nightclub you went to or something?
Yeah, and just downtown, which is quite close. It's just a couple minutes, so you can actually just walk downtown, which is pretty new experience from a chess tournament. You walk to downtown.
Walk to the nightclub.
Which is walk back.
And so you went to the nightclub. It was a good nightclub. And obviously, do you think this is the winning formula then?
It might be. I mean, so far so good. Let's not change anything.
You have to go tonight then.
Right.
As well.
I mean,
it's just forced.
So
it's a forced variation.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
Okay, got it. So I need to learn these things. You see, just so I can.
So you rave, Simon?
My raving days are over.
I want to see Simon raving too.
I've done enough raving in my life. Illegal underground parties, Battersea Power Plant, you name it. I've been there. I've been all over the shop when I was a kid. You know, those days are gone. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, right. So, I don't know what's happened to the board here, but we've gone a little bit far. So, right. So here you simply now. Let's go back there again. Where were we? You simply took and you got your f4 move in.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the evaluation of this position is? Do you think?
I think I was wrong about it, but I just know that Black has this bishop e6, queen b4, a4, and some like rook a6, b6, and somehow every pawn move I would make on the queen side, a3, b3, a4, all a bit committal, and I thought bad. So I felt like he had more things to do, even though my position is definitely fine.
Sure.
And I was getting low on time, so you'd rather have things to do, I guess.
Yeah. So, well, the queens sort of came off around here, so we had the exchange of queens.
Yeah.
And now he played a4, thing, which is absolutely fine. And I think at the time we thought you might be slightly better here, potentially, but.
And I think I am, objectively, but it really didn't feel that way because I felt like if he gets bishop e6 and some c5 at any point.
We're worried about this plan, if he gets that in, it could certainly be a bit worse. But it's quite hard to find sort of the right plan here as well for you, isn't it?
Or that's the thing. I just started thinking like, why am I spending so much time trying to find a defense when I can just play moves and let him think about trying to find the win?
Let him do the hard work.
Yeah, much better, much better.
So so we went rook d4 just to tie this guy down.
Yeah.
And looks pretty. This was a good idea.
Yeah, so I thought I'd just tie him down there in the corner.
A4
And
was not so good move.
maybe a4 was.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe this is a mistake. Yeah.
Because he could just keep it on a5 and execute a similar plan.
Yeah. And just play like this. Yeah. So this a4 very natural move, but the b4 square is a bit.
Yeah, I guess I always have the bishop trump. In the worst case, so it's something to look forward to in every endgame.
Yeah, every ending if you get the rooks off, of course. So, and then it was a bit of like shadow boxing, and I guess
I like on bishop on e2 because now no rook a6 b6 and no rook a5 b5. So
it stops these guys ever coming in.
It feels good.
Yeah. And your break's really g4 at some point. This is what you need to
play,
I guess.
And it was only at this moment, I think, the next move.
Yeah.
Where I realized actually after h5. He doesn't have a plan. I thought I was almost winning at this point.
Right, okay.
And he thought he was almost losing at this point. It was like some weird feeling where...
So it just
clicked. Like, I was too worried about maybe like his plan, and I wasn't thinking proactive, and suddenly I'm just like, what am I doing? This is like much better.
That's
exactly what I thought.
Quite a nice feeling. So, and I guess there's really not much he can do here.
Well, he didn't defend very well, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's very hard to suddenly switch modes from he's doing all this queenside stuff and slowly trying to make progress, get c5.
Can he go c5 ever? I mean, can he play it here?
Yeah, he can try c5, and I'll probably do the same idea as the game, which is maybe rook back to d2 and
rook d2,
rook to g1 and g4, something like that. So
just simply this, but maybe he gets a little bit more counter.
It seems like it. I always thought that the best idea for him was to play c5, c4, and put rook a6 and rook b5, rook b6, and something like this, or play b5, b4 with a rook on b8.
Okay.
And it's more pawns on light squares, but I felt like he just needed to break, and maybe this would turn into some race. Of course, nobody can see that far, so just trust my intuition.
So. I mean, in the game, it seemed like as soon as you got this g4 move in, he just crumbles it. I mean, rook g1, great move.
Rook c5, he was being a bit clever because he's actually trapping his rook on this square, like too clever for his own good, maybe, because rook g1 and then there's no c5, there's no d4, the rook's trapped. So now I was just, way too confident.
And basically after this plan,
bishop d3 is a nice move, but it's not that difficult. The position definitely calls for it, and now this is just winning. I think king g3 is the last very accurate move because bishop d3 or bishop c2 to play bishop e2 or bishop d1, just take that pawn, and there's d4, which is a very nice move.
Okay, so you've got to avoid this one.
And bishop c2, d4 as well. So
right.
I had to just watch this last trick, but after king g3, I think position just crumbles.
Maybe the king can even come to g5.
Yeah, if
you need to.
If I need to, because the nice thing is I have f5 with rook f1 pinning.
And this was just at this point.
That was over.
The pawns are too big. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Good game.
Good
game. So nice.
Out of nowhere, I really didn't expect to win this one. Actually,
so we kind of saw a different style. Like yesterday, you took on Shirov in a Shirov game.
Yeah.
You know, you went for a sort of hacky, attacky.
Yes, sir.
And today, a nice positional grind. So you're like got all tricks up your sleeve.
Yeah.
You know, everything. Positional masterpieces.
A jack of all trades, they call me.
Jack of all trades.
Yes.
You know, tactical, Tau-like games. Where are you weak? Sorry?
You could say
international master.
Right. I'm the whole package, Simon.
You're the whole package.
Right.
The whole package. We can see that now. You've got everything. Everything you need, you got it. So,
right.
So I know Fiona mentioned this yesterday. Obviously, you're not going to shave the beard until you get a grandmaster, which will probably be about a couple of days at this rate. But you know, God forbid, it takes you a couple of years, but it won't. Do. It won't do.
Right.
But
no.
you know, I think you should see how long it goes, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. GM or not, maybe if I make GM, I still have the option to keep it. So let's not put an ultimatum on it.
Let's not rule it out yet.
But I'll at least keep it until then.
So are you doing? There's a pub quiz tonight. Anyone who doesn't know this, and the pub quiz is all about chess stuff, basically. Which I'll be terrible at, but it'll probably be quite fun. But
Me too.
Are you gonna be good?
Well, I might be at the pub, not the quiz, but I'm a little bit better at that half.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not
your strength is the pub and not the quiz.
Right. I'm not too good at the chess history or anything.
I can relate to
those
that.
tidbits.
So, but it'd be fun anyway.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun. I like the one game a day and the side events. So I played the Blitz yesterday night. Try to play what I can.
How'd you get on in the Blitz yesterday? Better than me, obviously. But,
I started out well. I had like 5 for 5, but I ended up losing like 3 of the last 4 games. So terrible finish.
Yeah, I mean, I started pretty bad and finished pretty bad and withdrew.
Yeah,
so,
I heard that. Yeah,
I was a little bit worse aware. So these things happen in Iceland. But of course, so the club tonight, and best of luck, obviously, with the future. I mean, I know a lot of people love what you guys do, the Chessbrahs. So,
thank you.
Anything you want to say to end this little bit with?
Yeah, well, I know that there's like so many people watching and cheering on. So it's nice to finally get on the live boards and really play some, for my standards, some pretty good games. So thanks to all the Chessbrahs out there. Let's bring this one home. And just to finish this bit, we'll be back in a couple of minutes just with Fiona to look at the rest of the games. And of course, thank you so much for joining us. So. Thank you.